Scott Power, everybody, Scott Power! Oh my God, what a nice full room, you fucking stoners. Looking for something to do tonight. So when you came out, were you just like, I gotta have something to do, I'm 420? Or were you like, 4 comics doing 20 minutes? Was that your thought? No? How many stoners? Yeah! All right. I am not a stoner. I cannot, I know, but let me explain. So I get a little paranoid and I get delusions of grandeur and I just get all crazy, which is kind of like what it is to be a comic. So that's a comfortable place for me. But I just never know where I'm going with the whole like pot and edibles and what I'm doing. And I'm more of a martini girl because with a martini, I know after 2 martinis, I'm probably gonna go home with a stranger. And if I'm doing edibles, I'm gonna go home with somebody I know, which is like, yeah, you don't want that. That's fucking crazy. That's just, it's uncomfortable the next day. That's not cool. Not cool at all. So, yeah, very excited to be here. No, I've been trying to be cool and learn the lingo, you know? So somebody told me about stoner hag. Have you guys ever heard the term stoner hag? Anyone? Okay, so a stoner hag is this really fun girl who goes to all the parties and she tells the jokes and she's really fun. She doesn't bring her own stash, so she kind of mooches on everybody else's thing, and she's a stoner hag. I feel like I could be that for carbs. I feel like I could make that happen. You know, I feel like, hi, how are you? I saw how you were trying to trip me up. You spilled your drink. You got your fucking shoes up here like I'm gonna fall off the stage. I'm on to you, man. I am on to you because I'm not high, okay? But I am gonna have martinis later. Yes, what was I even saying? I don't know, I'm just really excited to be here. But the stoner hack, I wanna be like, could I just come over? I mean, I don't know if you guys are married or I'll check in a minute. But I was just thinking maybe I could come over and eat all your carbs. What kind of carbs do you guys have at the house right now? Are you guys together or what's happening? I see you have some, are those truffle fries? Yeah, those look nummy. I'm gonna get some of those later. But maybe we could like roll around in the carb crumbs later. You know what I'm saying? Play a little music, huh? Baby, I wanna be your carb hag. Yeah! Something like that. You feeling it? Do you feel like you wish you didn't sit up front? No, I'm super friendly. I mean, 420 friendly. You know what I'm saying? Are you guys together?
No, it's my best friend.
Oh, you know what would have been weird is if you were brother and sister. What the fuck? That's happened before to me. And it just like turns into a weird like southern kind of Tennessee Williams play and it just gets super fucking awkward. So anyway, I love it when someone tells me, when a stoner says, just pinch off a corner of an edible, you'll be fine. Ladies and gentlemen, just take a look at all of this. Do I look like I have pinched off a corner of anything ever? If you give me a brownie, I'm eating the whole fucking thing, okay? I'll wait 1-2 minutes, and then nothing happens. That's why I like vodka. And I'll just go around and I'll just be like, are you gonna eat that? Are you gonna eat that? You okay? Were you gonna eat that? No? And then I end up like at Kaiser in the emergency room, hallucinating that I actually have a career, so, which is weird because I don't have a Kaiser membership, so strange. But it's so wonderful to be out, man. I'm just so excited, right? Yes, finally. Mask off, condoms on. Come on, let's fornicate. Let's get her done, yeah. I got my people in the audience, can you tell? Yes, so happy to be out. Man, I love it. I was so lonely during the fucking lockdown. I'm like a social butterfly. So I kept trying to keep myself busy, and I know a lot of you were doing some fucking crafts. Do I have any crafters in the audience? Were people doing were you bedazzling shit? Were you making bird's nests out of dryer lint and shit and gluing that shit together and calling it art? Was that what you were doing? Well, no one fucking cares, because we're out now. Don't leave me at home with a glue gun, ever. I cannot be left alone with a glue gun. I will glue the past, present, and future together, and we'll never get out of the pandemic. We'll look up, Trump will still be president. No! Sorry to those who are supporters of him. I still love you. We'll talk later and drink a lot. Yeah, so no more glue guns. Again, masks off, condoms on, let's fuck. No, I'm just happy to be out, So I would go grocery shopping a lot. That's what I was doing during the whole like, anybody that called me, Katie, where are you? I'm at one of 5 grocery stores that day. Like, I was lonely. So I kept going over to Ralph's a lot, and I guess I'm a Karen in that I asked for the manager, but only because I'm lonely. So I would go into Ralph's, and he'd come out. Hi, Miss Love. Hey, how's the baby? The baby's still teething? Yeah, no, I know you need to go. You have things to manage. You guys are the heroes. I know. It's a lot to be a hero right now. I get it. Yeah, I don't have any kids. My ovaries are disintegrating as we speak. And I'm just hoping that they reform into a penis so I can make more money. So really looking forward to that. But no, that's so great that the baby's teething. Oh, I know you have to go. I know, payroll, right? I know. But no, it's just great. You know what you should do? Go over to that deli section, get yourself some chicken wings and boil those. And then the baby just gums on it and all the inflammation comes down. I saw it on a show. I've been watching a lot of TV. I love you guys, man. I'll see you tomorrow. Anyway, so I was doing kind of a weird tour. It was the pandemic tour. Just went around to Ralph's and Trader Joe's and Costco. Sometimes I would do the trifecta tour and just do it all in one fucking day. Woo! Just making the rounds, my friends. In case you can't see out there, I am middle-aged. And I'm still in my sexual peak. That's not awkward at all. My car insurance went down, but now no one else will. So that is an issue. If my horniness had a sound, it would sound like a Siamese cat and too small of a carrier on its way to the vet. Whoa. Whoa. Why can't I get laid? Oh, that is the question at hand. The pandemic really did put kind of a damper on things, just slightly. And, you know, that was tough, but also, and an important movement. Like, I want to preface, this is an important movement, the Me Too movement. Very important. Hashtag Me Too, sure. But listen, when you're me, it's kind of hard to send out the right signals during these movements. It's just getting a little bit like, a resounding yes is what you really need, but it does get a little robotic out there. You got to keep repeating yourself. Yes. Please repeat this. Yes, I am interested in you. Yes. You have permission to enter. Yes, I enjoy the foreplay. Enter. Yes, please, 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 please. Yes, enter, enter. So that is, it just gets to be a lot. I'm thinking maybe what I should do is I should invent a fragrance. I'm going to call it consensual. Consensual. With subtle hints of sandalwood and permission. So really hoping that works out for me. Kind of a lazy dater, actually. I don't want to be on all the sites. I'm a lazy dater. I like to hover over other people's relationships, waiting for the love to die out. Who do I have here? How are you two? Attractive couple. Now, anniversary, they said. I feel like someone said sister wife. What? I really feel like I heard that. Did anyone else? No one heard sister wife? Congratulations, that's wonderful. How many years have you been married? Yeah, that's really impressive. If you think you're gonna make it to 20, just call me if you don't. Like, if there's a crack happening in the relationship, you know who to call. I'm just a relationship scavenger, and it just saves me so much time. I was on all the dating sites, I was. And I gotta tell you, never ask a guy what he likes to do for fun online. The motherfucker's gonna write you back, okay? So, like, why? Why? I don't need to know this. What do you like to do for fun? And it's always like this big, like, sports thing. I don't even have ESPN. I could give a fuck. So he writes back and he's like, I like to hike, comma, bike, comma. Water sport, water sport, water sport, water sport, water sport, water sport. Wow. Doesn't anyone just want to relax and lay down and fuck anymore? Can we just relax for a second? God, hello? Water sports? No. Have you seen my profile picture? I need a 6-month advance notice on all water sports, okay? Just to get in shape for this thing. Sir, I'm not gonna bring my skirt out just for anybody. You know what I'm saying? Do you know what a skirt is? Does anyone know what a skirt is? The ladies know what a skirt is. Can you tell us what a skirt is?
When you got a fupa and you gotta hide it with the shorts with the skirt over.
That's right. It's shorts with a skirt all in one. It's just one piece of material separating me and you. Huh? Now, I've done this show before, and people have thought that, A, I said squirt. No, I'm not that talented. Don't know how to do that. I have watched a lot of rock and roll movies and still don't know how to do it. But the other thing is, I get this blank look sometimes from people in the audience like, did I miss an orifice all this time? Could I have been doing it in the skirt all this time? So no, there's no orifice named skirt. No, there is not. I'm just an expert dater. I recently was roofied at a bar. Yes, I was. And Dan was there, my friend Dan. He was also there. He witnessed this. In Hermosa Beach, I was roofied. And I had like 1.5 drinks, and the room was spinning, and I was thrown up in a cacti. It wasn't my best moment. And a friend asked me, Katie, are you drinking on an empty stomach? I haven't had an empty stomach since like 1974, okay? When fasting was a real deal. We didn't do any of this like intermittent pussy fasting where you had like a 12-hour window and you could eat all the fucking carbs, you could put down your gullet. No, we did the real fasting. 5 days, no food. God, those were the days. And as you can see, it worked out really well for me for disciplining with the food. So that worked out just marvelous. Very excited about that. But the next day I was telling a friend I was like, oh my God, I'm so sick. I just like, can't believe I was roofied. There was this long pause, and she goes, why? What do you mean, why? Why were you roofied? Oh, I don't know. I still got it, man. Maybe they wanted to get in the honey pot. I don't know.
Wow.
Golly. I'm telling you. I still got it. You know what I like about this room? It's kind of small, and it reminds me of what my comedy career might be like in my senior years. Like, I feel like it'll just be like start off with a little jazz number where I'll be like, pop your hip into my Cena, B40, B72. Have I mentioned I can't get laid? Pop your hip into my Cena. So that's how I'm feeling about tonight's show. Feeling very, very good. I dated a quiet guy for a while, and obviously I'm going to be doing most of the talking, so that's fine. But one night we did have an actual conversation, and he confessed that he was a Trump supporter, and I was like, no, it was right around the election. I said, well, you know what? Whatever, man, just make sure you vote. And he says, oh, I can't vote. You know I can't vote. I'm a felon. I know, I told you that. No, I don't think you, that was another internet whore. I don't think you told me that, no. And then I get like, all lady detective with it, right? Like, those lady detectives, they've always got like the skinny jeans on and their badge is always on the hip of the skinny jean, and they're in stilettos and a nice little jacket. And that's how they run after a perp. Anyway, if they make it to the murder scene still alive with no broken leg, they come in and they step over the blood pool and they're just like, pop my hip into a murder scene. Ah. So I took on the lady detective role, and of course I asked him, well, how long were you in for? And he says, 25 years. Fuck. You know that's gonna be a massacre, right? I'm like, 25 years, shit. What'd you do? He says, I killed somebody. I'm like, oh, wow. There's naked, and then there's like, can't get enough of the sheets naked, like get next to me naked. Terrible, right? It was a lot. I took on like this thing of shame, just I was like, I cannot believe this happened. I can't believe I slept with a Republican. God, how did that happen? So, yeah, I've got it all going on. So I'm sure you probably realize or just assume that I'm a life coach writer during the day. Yeah, I am the content behind all that magic carpet ride to success. That's me writing that shit. You're welcome. If you don't know what a life coach is someone who has done several face plants and just they're a fucking hot mess. And then they rise up out of the unemployment ashes long enough to tell you what to do with your life. And then they come and find a writer like me that'll write those cute little memes and stuff. Yeah, you're welcome. And so if you're wondering when you read a self-help book that you're fucking horny and you're all fucked up and your life's not getting better, I'm sorry. Trying. Would you like to hear the latest thing that I wrote for someone? I'll go over here and talk to my sister wife. So this is what I wrote lately. Did you know that there are 200 varieties of potato chips? Cheesy onion, jalapeno, salt and vinegar, whatever. If a potato chip can have a unique life experience, so can you. Huh? You feel motivated? You'd be a salty and sweet version of your highest self. See how that works out. Yeah, so that's me doing all that. It's sad. A lot of people get their inspiration from the Bible or a guru. I get mine from Lay's potato chips and any fucking carb I can get my hands on. So later, I'll be writing some wonderful material from that. I grew up as a Jehovah's Witness. Yeah, that's me! At your door, like, knocking on the door, talking about some paradise. But I grew up as that. I want you to know that I'm not going to be handing out Watchtower and Awakes, and you're not being, like, inducted into a cult right now. I did leave the cult many years ago because, well, I wanted to be a fornicator. So that wasn't going to work out if I wanted to stay in that, right? Oh, man. We can do this joke together, actually. Knock, knock. Who's there? Jehovah's Witness. Jehovah's Witness who? You mean you're interested? Oh my God, that's never happened before. That is so amazing. Jehovah's Witnesses don't celebrate any holidays. They're a real fucking drag. But anyway, they don't celebrate any holidays because they think that all holidays stem back to the pagan origin. right? Oh, someone's timer's going off. Great. The baby's teething ring is heated and I don't know what's happening. Anyway. So they believe that all holidays go back to the pagans. Now, if you don't know anything about pagans, they are just the epitome of a beautiful kind of evil. Everybody's fucking a golden calf and they're drinking and smoking. And if you're gonna party, fucking party with a pagan, man. Okay? Because I'm sure there's some in the audience. These people are having some fun, right? And I just feel like we should have a holiday, just a one-word holiday called pagan. Okay? Wouldn't that be cool? And it'd be like, hey, Jan. Are you taking pagan off this year? I sure am, Katie. We're heading up to Big Bear for the Fuck Fest. It should be a great 3-day weekend. Those are my hopes and dreams. So I was celibate for 10 years in this religion. Left a very sad marriage where I was married and divorced at the age of 21. So I was married at 16, divorced by 21. Because that's what you do in a cult, okay? Just relax. And pop your hip into a cult scene, is what I'm saying. Pop your hip. God, I gotta make an album. Anyway, so I was celibate for 10 years all through my 20s, which is why I'm making up for this shit now. But you know what I noticed? There's no Hallmark card for celibacy, like the anniversary. Like, you guys have you can go get a card for each other for your anniversary. There's nothing like that for celibacy. There's no like, way to keep it tight and dry. Happy celibacy. But you gotta hand it to a religion that sends sex-starved women out to knock on doors asking if they'd like to think about living in paradise. Nothing could possibly go wrong there. Knock, knock. Jehovah's Witness.
Jehovah's Witness who?
Whoever you want me to be. All right, ladies and gentlemen, we have an amazing show for you. That's been my time. Very excited to bring up our next comic. Are you having fun so far? Are we eating? Are we carving it out, you carb hags? Carb hag, carb hag. Okay, maybe that's not gonna go. I'll try. I'm gonna get t-shirts and we'll see what happens.